Hello, today we will be looking at Ledger.exposed, aka XRP stats. So this is basically a website pulling data from ledgers, or I think also like so this website was made by Wintergan. So you can also shout out to him, and you can also follow him on Twitter and so on. So he's also behind the Exam app, and basically he's also like running a full node server. It's like a VSW, yeah, it's that one here, WSS expert.ws. So they're running a full node server, and I think that's where they're pulling the data from. And on this website, you can basically look, just get some basic statistics. Like, for example, one thing, people like to use is the so-called rich list index. So you can enter just an account address, or also just the amount. So, for example, if you hold 1,000 XOP, you can enter that, and you can see here that if you hold more than 1,000 XOP, or about 1,000 XOP, you're in the top 15%. And yeah, we can also do them for 10,000. And if it's 10,000 again, you can see here, if you're holding more than 10k XOP, you're in the top 5%. And right, so it's basically just also, well, interesting metric. You can also go to transaction flows. So now it's connecting to XOPL. Okay, you can just enter any transaction. So we can quickly just grab an account from the LiveNet. Let's quickly get any account address. It doesn't really matter. Let's go there. Let's quickly grab one, like for example that one here. And now if we enter that, we can see here the transaction flow. So it's just a great graph. So you can see where from where to where the transactions have gone. So you can see the account here. From that account, 337 have gone to that address here. 220 have gone to that address. So there's also like a great visualization to see how, like I said, how transactions are quote unquote flowing. So we've got also richer stats here. So we can see we've got now more than 3 million XOP accounts on the XOP ledger. I just want to highlight here, you're not in that statistic if you are holding XOP on an exchange. For example, on Coinbase, Binance, and so on, they have shared wallets, okay? Meaning that Binance is in full control of the wallet or multiple wallets. We can also check the XOP scan. So we've got Binance here, so we can quickly look it up basically. Well, I'm just going to, yeah, right. Let's just enter Binance here. And you can see here that Binance has multiple accounts. But they don't have one account for each user. They've got multiple accounts which they manage there. And basically, whenever somebody wants to withdraw funds or adds funds, then something happens on the blockchain. But when you're just buying XOP and then selling XOP, you're more or less only selling the IOU of XOP, but not actually doing anything on the blockchain itself. So it's also to note there. So we've got 3 million XOP accounts now, but excluding all the people who also have like, so this is not the same as all the people who own XOP. Okay, I just want to highlight here. These are only like, again, so the people holding XOP is much more than 3 million, but we've got now 3 million activated addresses. So you can also see here that the 16 accounts hold about 10 billion XOP. So you can see the same here. So balance, so so the sum of these 16 accounts is like 10 billion, if I'm not mistaken, almost 10 billion. Then we can see here 74 accounts have between 100 million and 500 million XOP. So it's just listing how the accounts are distributed here, distributed here. And also a very interesting metric is by percentage of accounts. You can see the trend if the amount of XOP is rising on these accounts, or if it's slowing down. But I would also highlight here that I think it's only like for it's not probably it's adds here the date. Okay, right. So we've got here the date, so it's over a time span of 3 months, as we can see here, about 2.5, 3 months. Right. So the last thing, we've got two more features here. We can also see the live transactions. So right now we can see everything that happens on the XP Ledger. So right now, people are sending, people are withdrawing stuff or whatever. So you can see here Binance is doing a lot again. So people might withdraw XOP from the account and sending it to another account. So we can just click on that here. So now it's opened in BitHub, and we can see that people are withdrawing. So people are withdrawing XOP, for example, from this account. Maybe it's only a withdraw only account as well. Yeah, you might have different accounts. So one for only withdrawing probably, and one for only sending probably. So I'm just guessing here, but it would make sense, I think. And what else do we have here? So like we've got Binance here, so it's just listing all the transactions and counting them. So everybody that is right now transacting, so right now, is being just um, more or less it's gathering information and data and then just listing it by account IDs, so by account addresses. So the last thing we've got here are escrows, but this feature takes a while because it's loading all the escrows ever created. So on this page we can see all the escrows created by Ripple, but also all the escrows created by any other user. For example, I also have like multiple escrows, so I feel like 10 or 15 escrows, something like that. And mine would be also showing up here, but we have to wait because, like I said, it's showing all the escrows, meaning that lots of data is being pulled right now. So this page might take a while until it loads. So they're finally here. So for example, here you can see the Ripple's escrow. So you can see here, $500 million in 2 years, $500 million in 2 months, and so on. It's not sorted, but it's just sorted by amount size. So here you can see all the escrows over the next, I think, like 45 to 50 months, something like that. So they are all the escrows will be released over the next over the next 5 years. But also so usually the escrow is released, Ripple takes what it needs, and then almost like 95% are being escrowed again. So meaning that this could continue over, for example, also 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever. So let's just scroll a little bit down. So now we can see lots of escrows probably by different users. So also saw some crazy examples where we can see here somebody escrowed a lot for in 22 years, so 500 in 22 years. But some people even escrowed XRP for like in 50 years or something like that. I found it quite interesting. So the craziest I saw was I think 101 years. But we can also sort that. So you just go to basically sort and go to finish after. So we just have to wait a few seconds. So again, it's like a huge data operation being performed right now, and it has to re-render all of that. And there we go. So the craziest escrow ever created was by a person. It's in 111 years. I'm not quite sure if that person is going to be alive when he has to redeem that escrow, but somebody did. So we can see here it's only 100, but still it's a lot. Oh wow, okay. Oh wow, so it's the same person doing it basically for. Is it for every year? Probably. Wow. So yep, that person did it for. So no, not anymore. But somebody, so we were able to see that it was the same account who did it a lot. So it's this R3. Oh, now it's different again. But somebody escrows quite a lot. So we can just look. Yeah, we can see that that person escrowed a lot here. So in 29 years, in 26 years, 24 years, in 23 years. Yep, that person escrowed probably all his XOP holdings. Yeah, I think somebody did it programmatically. Cool. So somebody wrote a program more or less which was creating lots of escrows, and we can see that the person took all his holdings he had, escrowed it all over the next I don't know how many years. So you can see all the yellow parts there. So 341 escrows. That person created 341 escrows. But the escrow, the recipient addresses are different though. Interesting. Oh, it's for F or free. Interesting. So that's very interesting. So we can also look it up on XOP scan now, and also check it on the escrows. So we can see here there are lots of escrows, and the visualization is more beautiful here. So lots, yeah, we can see here it's always going out to the same account to this one here. So yeah, somebody escrowed quite a lot of XOP. So it's okay. Well, it's 50 XOP. and he has more than 200 escrows. So yeah, he escrowed 10k. So if my math isn't off, but I don't think so, probably. And right, so yeah, that's quite interesting. All right, so that was it for me. So I hope this video was helpful to you. The website I was mentioning, like I said, is Ledger.exposed, and see you in the next video.